Hi, how are you going? I'm Petra from the Quantified Web. Now, I want to answer the questions that you have about what our agency is all about, who we are, and really why we do it. So, first of all, why do we run this agency, the Quantified Web? Now, the purpose behind our agency, I guess the mission that drives it all, is we strongly believe that data and what data can tell us about the kinds of people who are interested in our offers and what's working in terms of the different ads, different channels, different website pages, different content. We strongly believe that this data can guide the strategy that leads to better outcomes online. Now, we have seen this time and time again. We started off as a purely analytics agency, and what we discovered was that every single client would have certain type of audience member that was most likely to purchase from them. So we would track the types of audiences that were coming to the website, whether they were purchasing, whether they weren't purchasing, and there'd be almost this layer of kind of like if you have a beer and there's like a layer of dregs down the bottom. But then there would be the audiences that would float to the surface. And these would be the ones that would be spending the most money. And we could predict the types of audiences that were likely to respond to a campaign. And what we found was that when we actually targeted particular audiences or particular types of people, then we would have conversion rates from that campaign that were significantly higher than if we just targeted everybody. Now, I don't know about you, but I find that really exciting. And so being a true data nerd myself, I actually went about and created a whole series of different reports that could just find this information out for us so that we could have that implemented as part of a marketing campaign. So as we've grown this agency, we've turned from not just one data nerd, but a team of data nerds. And our goal then is to use that data to help you get better results from your campaigns, especially if they're in the Google space. That's where we find that in Google marketing, you really need to have people who are very good at analyzing numbers and making calls based on the numbers and really being able to target well based on who are responding to particular ads, splitting that up based on what the numbers are saying. So we came from our strengths and ability to serve people with not just your average run-of-the-mill agency experience, but we actually came from experience in computer programming at a very high level. So I was actually a computer programmer in the defense industry. I was working on missile detection systems, and I was working on air flight control systems. So they required a huge degree of accuracy. And I also worked in automated analytics in the cybersecurity space. So that's where I got my bent for analytics. We actually found that using that kind of technology, you could find out what kinds of people were more likely to be in the cybersecurity threat space. So it really worked very, very similar in that space as in digital marketing. Now, the types of audience that we really like to serve are businesses who have traffic coming to their website. So because we like to work with numbers to get better results, it really works best if you've already got traffic coming to your websites, because then we can get results faster. We can quickly see what is working by putting our tracking onto the website and tracking what's happening on your website based on the steady flow of traffic that is already coming to your website. And then we can roll out new campaigns much faster because we're getting that steady stream of data coming through faster. So the types of services that we're putting onto the market, there's several different things that we really specialize in. So we actually grew up as a Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager specialist agency, and that hasn't gone away. That is still our core focus. But what we've actually found as we've grown and matured is that we're able to use our specialization in that area to really do good in the Google Ads space as well. So if you think of us as the Google Ads, Google Tag Manager, and Google Analytics combined agency, our strengths are in analyzing data and collecting it programmatically so that you can have stronger remarketing, stronger targeting, and better performing campaigns. Now, the types of problems that we're really good at solving here at the Quantified Web are any kind of technical problems or marketing problems that would be resolved if the correct information or data was in place. So if you think about a website that you're trying to get people to perform a particular action, now you need to be able to measure and record that action in order to optimize your ads for people taking that particular action you want them to take. So if you have an e-commerce store, you obviously want people to be purchasing from you. You also want people to be adding to their wish list. You want them to be adding to their cart. You want them to be checking out. You want them to be following the order that you have set out for them. But there will be situations where people won't follow the process that you've set out for them, or maybe the process isn't really obvious. So those kind of problems where you don't know where people are leaving, you don't know if they're following the correct steps, we can solve those really easily here in the Quantified Web because we have many years of experience setting up Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics in a way that's really accurate and can inform your marketing campaigns. But then if you want to go to that step further of how can we really increase our return on investment from our Google Ads campaign, that's the kind of problem that we really like to get stuck into as well. Because we find that there's often ideas that other businesses have left untouched simply because they didn't know how to let the data inform the results, or they didn't know how to set up the tech behind that Google Ads campaign that would let it go to the next level. Now, I've actually had many Google Ads agencies hire me and my team to do this very thing so that they could perform the service. Now at the Quantified Web, we can both set up the Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager if you're an existing agency, but if you're a person looking for an agency, we can set up the Google Ads for you as well, and we can optimize those campaigns based on what the results are saying. My team and I bring many years of experience to the table, and so when you work with us, you can trust a professional team who have your best interests at heart. You can know that we will bring you value because we know what we're talking about inside and out. We spend a lot of time understanding exactly how everything works through Google Ads, through Google Analytics, Tag Manager, Google Data Studio, Google Optimize. We spend a lot of time looking into these technologies. We keep on track with all the changes that are happening in the industry. So you know that when you work with us, you have the value of all of that years of experience that you don't need to learn for yourself. Now, here at Quantified Web, we really believe in sharing free content. So if you're looking for some information about how to solve your problem, you might not be quite ready to actually hire a person to help you yet. That's no problem at all. So there's different places where we share content freely. Now, first of all, you can follow through to the petramanos.com blog. Also, we have a YouTube channel and we do post regularly on Facebook. Additionally, if you want to subscribe for our emails, we will send you the most relevant content regularly through your email, so you don't have to try to come back and work out what's changed or what you need to know. I hope one of those channels is helpful for you. And please have a look through the links below to see if there's anything there that would strike your fancy in terms of content that you'd like to read about. Now, the last thing that I want to tell you about is several products that we have made available on the market. So in terms of products, we have created our very own series of analytics reports using Google Data Studio and Google Analytics. And these reports have different purposes, but they range from being able to tell you exactly which types of people are likely to buy from you. And that is a really useful one that I recommend that you get as probably one of your first reports. We also have dashboards and management reports that help you budget or manage your budget more wisely. And then for those that really want to get stuck into their conversion rate and increasing the results they get from their website, we have detailed interaction reports and segment analysis opportunity reports that really let you deep dive into what people are doing on your website so that you can work on getting a higher conversion rate. So do click on the links below, have a look through the different products and services that we offer, and please keep in touch. Do send us a message on our contact form if you have any questions at all. And I hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.